Here's the league table, and Dundee United getting their first point of the season, which moves them off the foot of the table, and Celtic denied 100% record, 4 out of 6 for them. Craig Levine with Stuart Lovell.
Craig, that was much more like the Dundee United we're used to seeing. Were you pleased with your players today?
Yeah. I mean, the contrast between their performance today and last week was just night and day. And I was very hopeful that we'd put on a decent show today, and we contributed to what I thought was a fantastic match.
Yeah, would that sort of back up your assertion that Monday night was just a bad day at the office?
Well, I hope so. I mean, I don't think you can ever say. I mean, last season I could count on one hand the amount of poor performances we had. I didn't expect one so early this season, but we got it, and the lads have bounced back in a terrific manner. I thought we played the game the right way. We tried to pass the ball, created good goal scoring opportunities, particularly in the second half, and they deserved a point today, and if Lady Luck had been with us, we might have got a little bit more.
It was noticeable you went to the back four that managed a clean sheet at Celtic Park in March. Was that in your mind, the fact that you'd done well against them defensively in the past?
Yeah. I mean, I made changes because I said at the start of the game for two reasons. One, our performance on Monday night, and secondly, the individuals performed well against those same Celtic players. So that was the idea. I thought we defended very well today, and saying that, I mean, when we needed Lucas Zalushka, he made a wonderful save, and that looked much more like the unit that I expect.
Dundee United are fast gaining a reputation as being on the receiving end of some very unfortunate decisions. As regards the referee, it appears that you were denied a Stonewall penalty in the second half. What was your view on that?
Well, I haven't seen it, but you told me it was a Stonewall penalty. What do I say? Yeah, I mean, I'm going to run out of money at some point. I feel really sorry for the fans and the players. I mean, we don't deserve that. We didn't deserve it. I mean, if it's because I speak out and speak my mind, then that's a terrible, terrible thing to happen. Terrible thing to happen. If that's why, then that's a terrible thing to happen. I just want to get a fair crack at the whip, that's all.
You must have been pleased with the character of your players because they didn't let that decision affect them. They still plugged on and deservedly got an equaliser.
Yeah, I think we deserved it. Celtic had chances as well. I mean, they could have won the game at 1-0. It was a real blow not to get the penalty. We might have missed the penalty, you never know, but the point being that it was a penalty, and we had a clear foul right on the edge of the box not long after it. So yeah, I mean, those things sometimes go against you, and I'm just hoping that with a normal amount of luck we'll get those decisions in our favour one day.
And a couple of inspired substitutions. You brought on Sandasa, who looks as if he's got an eye for goal, and Craig Conway, who's been out a long time, and he came back and made the goal for Sandasa.
Yeah, well, it's almost like two new players. I mean, Conway's been out, had one problem after another, and hasn't really had an opportunity to play football recently. And I had planned to wait another week, but he did really well in the reserve game on Tuesday. And it was great to see him back because he gives us something that we don't have. Sandaza, I think, once we get him fit, I think will be a real asset for us. I mean, he has got an eye for goal, and he's a big lad, a willing worker, and I think that the supporters have taken to him. But I must say that the two, I thought Feeney and O'Donovan worked their socks off. I mean, they really ran for the whole period that we were both on the pitch, and I think that allowed Sandaza to get a little bit more room when he came on. But he took his goal well, and overall I'm pleased with our performance, and that's, I must stress, our performance. I'm really pleased with that.
You lost some key players in the summer, but you seem to have replaced them particularly well. Are you happy with the state of your squad? Yeah,
I've said that we're happy. I mean, this one swallow doesn't make a summer, so this game, for me is a huge improvement on what happened last week. But I said on paper we look better. On paper, I mean, I thought we were playing on paper on Monday night, but I thought today was much more like us. That there's good strength and depth. I can take off somebody as experienced as Warren Feeney and put on Sandaza, and I can put somebody like Conway on as well. Last season I was in a position where I was putting youngsters on late in games to try and help us win matches. So all credit to the players, our supporters as well. They deserve that after what we served up to them on Monday.
Thanks very much, Craig.
Okay, thanks.
Dundee United still haven't beaten Celtic for Here at Tannadice today, Celtic, the champions, have spilled their first SPL points of the season. 1-1 it finished here at Tannadice. Paul Hartley for Celtic cancelled out by Francisco Sandaza for the home team. 1-1, let's get the reaction of Gordon Strachan.
Gordon, that was a cracking game of football. Once you got your noses in front, were you disappointed not to see the game out?
Well, first of all, you're right. It was a cracking game of football. I've seen Hamilton, Dundee United on Monday. And who did I see yesterday? Hibs Falkirk, and today's game. So 3 fantastic games. So the game's reasonably healthy by the looks of it. And we were pleased to participate in that game today. We're pleased with our performance. It's better than last week's. Made more chances than last week. The players look sharper than last week. So we're happy with it all. And as you say, when we got to 1-0, we had numerous chances to finish it, good possession, but through good goalkeeping and bad misses, we allowed them to get their equalising goals. But fair play to them, they worked very, very hard.
Do you feel there was an improvement in your performance down to things you've worked on in training, or do you just expect your players to get better as the season wears on?
No, I do the same things in training all the time. You know, I can't prod them with an electric prod every time they give the ball away. You know, I don't think I'll get away with that. But you just try and make the training reasonably educational and fun, and hope they get better. And they did that this week. I thought it was a great game. We had to be at our best to get something from the game today. Not exactly at our best, but not far away.
Plenty of chances for Celtic to put the game to bed in the second half. None more so than Scott McDonald late on. He'll have been disappointed to miss from close range, given his goal scoring record.
Yes, he will. It's a long walk home for him because we're not allowing him on the bus. No, he'll win many games for us, that's for sure, and he's had a chance to finish it, but he didn't take it. That happens every now and again. We look at that as an honest mistake, but we'll have to look at the equalising goal. You know, we thought that we could have done more about the equalising goal than worry too much about the Scots miss.
It would appear that Celtic may have had the benefit of a questionable decision by the referee just after you went 1-0 up. Do you believe in...
No, really, we didn't, because just seconds before it, the guy, number 10, who's very good at this, he jumps into people and doesn't actually head it. He jumped into Mick. So it's a foul before that. So I thought we should have had that decision, so we're going to be talking about the penalty, to be honest with you.
So you're basically stating that you don't think the play should have gone as far as the foul on O'Donovan?
5 times it could have happened. That could have happened, because I'm sure when you're meant to jump for the ball, you're actually meant to jump for the ball, not into the man, which happened quite a lot. And I thought that Mick and Gary, considering, were excellent. I thought they kept their temper well. When you talk about respects to the referee, you know, we're not signing any charter, but I thought they did very well.
Do you think these type of decisions, whether it's for Celtic or against Celtic, do you believe these type of decisions even themselves out over the course of the season?
Probably. It's the good players and determined players who'll decide where you are at the end of the season. No decision by referees.
Thanks very much for your time, Gordon.
Pleasure, thank you.
The news, incidentally, of referee Charlie Richmond is that he's been taken away to hospital with a suspected broken ankle, with the deadly left foot of Shinsuke Nakamura having struck again. Terry,
especially second half.
The Dundee United fans might reckon that Charlie Richmond was taken off with a bout of bad decision making, but it was actually an injury, and it sounds like it was a serious injury as well, incurred when Nakamura careered into him there.
Yeah, it looks quite nasty actually, this. I know we have a bit of a laugh and a joke about it, but you know, that could really could be out for a while there. And I understand did somebody say he's dislocated his ankle or something?
Could be broken.
Yeah, it looked a really nasty challenge, that. Certainly is sending off.
I think that's the first person Nakamura's tackled in the history of Nakamura's playing career. But no, it was an accident because Nakamura was clipped. He was actually injured himself. But when he went down, if he considers giving up football, he could take up American football, because that was a great tackle from a linebacker for the New York Giants or whoever it is. So.
Let's hope Charlie's okay. Get well soon. When we come back, we'll be looking on Saturday in the SPL, the 5 games played yesterday, including 6 points.